you attend, if you practice that framework concepts. But all are ready-made. You don't need to do much. So the code is everywhere common. You can use this framework code. Only our task is in the pages, development, methods writing, and consuming them in the test cases. So the flow, you need to maintain a flow, basically. So that's a main task we're going to do in the framework, if there is a framework in place already. If framework is not there, if they're asking to develop from the scratch, then you have to get fair idea on this framework concepts. So we'll see that, okay? So all of them. Okay. So the next programs are, let me show you. Handling menus, right? So I'll show you Flipkart handling menus. Let me show you that. You can take any website. So not necessary you have to use only Flipkart. Okay. Okay, WebdriverUtils we are using here. Okay, so I need to explain this WebdriverUtils. Basically, utility methods I have created. Let me take that class. So what are all the methods are there? And we'll discuss all those methods. There is reusable methods, basically. Okay, all JavaScript code methods. Let me explain all JavaScript methods. So how you can use, JavaScript executor interface. And based on that, you can write the methods for clicking. Suppose your normal click is not working. You can use a JavaScript click. So basically what will happen is that will go internally, it will perform the click action. So even the UI, it is not so able to perform. Also, you don't need to worry about that. Internally, it will go and perform the click action. That's so top order you have to take. If normal click is not working, and you can go for the JavaScript click. So that is the one option. So if normal, that is the questions also you will face in the interviews. See, normal click is not working. How can you handle the click action? So you can tell there are actions class click is there. And also JavaScript click also there. So there are many ways you can perform the click action. Direct click method one, right? Then you have a actions class click method, another one. And you can perform the send keys method inside keys.enter or keys.return. You can write that code also to press the, okay, so click action on that. Or actions class click method also you can use. So these are many ways, and final one is JavaScript executor. So let's see those reusable methods I have developed here. So I think this reusable methods are available already in our website. The WebDriver utility methods is there, right? There you can find them. So WebDriver utils, you can find all. So capture a screenshot. So web element, so the screenshot name, and you can give, so you can capture the web element screenshot also. So we have seen take screenshot, right, already. So web element screenshot and entire page screenshot, and switch to frame methods. Then we have, so the same methods, okay? The same methods I'm going to show you. Upload file with robot class. So I'll explain this later. So download file using Firefox, download file using Chrome. And then we have, so type action and highlight element. Okay, so these are the methods I'm going to show you now. How can you highlight the element? That's one important concept. So why you want to highlight? Suppose you are showing a demo to your team, management or somebody who doesn't know anything. The flow, even they don't know. When you're giving a demo, always highlight the elements so that they can see where the cursor is currently performing action on the web page. So if highlight is there, so that's good for them, right? That's why you need to do highlight. Then how can you do highlight? So this is the one, public static void highlight method. So you can give a driver object and a web element, which element you want to highlight. That element name, you need to provide an argument for this method. 2 argument this method accepts. One is the driver object, another one is a element. So JavaScript executor is an interface. We already know that, right? I have already explained this. JavaScript executor JS equal to JavaScript executor of driver. Why we are typecasting here? Driver type is a WebDriver interface, but this JS type is a JavaScript executor interface. Then when you assign that different type to other type, so then obviously you'll get a type mismatch. To solve that, you have to convert this variable also to same left side format. That's what the typecasting, right? So we learned in Java. So we learned in Java very, very well. But we have shown you there for the variables. But here it's an interface also. So there I have given just a syntax. But here I'm practically showing how to typecast between the interface variables. So we are typecasting. So this one, because this is the parent interface, that's why you are typecasting to this one. JS dot execute script. So this is the method declared in this interface and implemented in every browser driver class. So arguments of 0 dot set attribute style background. Background you want yellow. Border solid 5 pixel red. So understand here. So you are setting the attributes. Background, it will highlight in yellow color. So the round border means the element border lines will be highlighted with the red color in 5 pixel thick red color. So that's the this. So here you can see style. So style inside, what are the properties? So CSS properties. Background, yellow. Another border property, solid 5 pixel red. So these are the JavaScript codes. So this entire thing is a JavaScript code. Any JavaScript code, if you want to execute, you need to use execute script method of JavaScript executor interface. Then this one. So this element you are highlighting. After some time, I'm removing that highlightation. So just simple same js.execute script arguments of 0 dot set attribute of style border solid 2 pixel white on this element. So the same element. This is the how to highlight an element. So another one is how to type an element. So let's go here and we have here also same. That's so type set attribute. So set attribute is again JavaScript executor JS, JavaScript executor of driver. So JS dot execute script arguments of 0 dot set attribute arguments 1 comma arguments 2. So see that, can you see here? So what are the elements parameters you are passing for this method? One is the element. Which element you want to type this value in this attribute? So attributes, you know, right? Always when you type, it will go and store in the value attribute. So please catch this point. So whatever the value you type in the edit boxes, it will go and store in the value attribute. So that's what I'm mentioning. So first argument, arguments of 0 means this one. Set attribute, arguments of 1 means the attribute. Arguments of 2 means this one. So here you can see element, attribute name, and value. So this is value. Okay. So this is the simple code to type. Next, scroll for element. So you can do a scrolling with JavaScript executor. So again, JavaScript executor, JSX equal to JavaScript executor of driver. So JSX dot execute script, arguments of 0 dot scroll into view true. Then element name you can put. So element name you can write. So that's the how to scroll for element. Next, save JavaScript click. So you're performing the click action. So I told you already, right? You can perform the click action on the element with the JavaScript code. So this one. So web element, try catch blocks we are using. So multi-catch blocks. If element is enabled and element is displayed, then JavaScript executor, you typecast this JS.execute script of, see everywhere execute script. Only script JavaScript code is changing. Arguments of 0 dot click. So this element, you click on that. That's it. So then catch stale element reference exception, no such element exception. So when you will get a stale element reference exception. So in one of the exception I explained. So this is the interview question also. What are the different exceptions encountered in your automation? So they will ask in the interviews. Then you have to give stale element reference exception, no such element exception, illegal state exception, and WebDriver exception, timeout exception, no such frame exception, no such window exception. All these exceptions once you give, then they will ask, so how can you handle stale element reference exception? Why you will get it? So then you have to give answer. So for example, element in the web page, something you refreshed. After refresh, same old element you are trying to use, but the element is still not loaded and WebDriver is looking for that. Such cases, so it will throw stale element reference exception. So then means what you need to do to handle this. So before looking for that element, you have to wait for this element. Okay. So that's what you refresh or you do some wait actions, explicit wait. Then you can solve this stale element reference exception. Okay. So that's the answer you have to give. So element is no more attached to the DOM. Still that element is not there in the page. And WebDriver by that time it is looking for that. Previous reference, right? Previous already you identified. And that same element you are doing again for polling for that. WebDriver is polling and looking for that. And it's not able to find. Then this exception you will get it. So that's the save JavaScript click, or just you can write a JavaScript click also, or just write you can click JS click. So you can write any method name. It's up to you. These are all method names we are giving. You can change these method names, but this code is fixed code. Okay. So these are all the JavaScript related methods. So JavaScript related methods, how to use them. So in the, we already seen these methods. These methods we have seen switch to default frame, right? We have seen driver dot switch to method dot default content. Switch to frame, we have seen parent frame and child frame. Switch to frame, web element, frame element. Switch to frame, string frame. Switch to frame, int frame. So these are all we have seen. Capture a screenshot also we have seen. Dynamic screenshots, how to capture this. And capture a screenshot of, so entire page. This one is a particular element screenshot, this one. So these are the reusable methods, and you can get from here. So this one, so where you can find here. So WebDriver utility methods, you can just copy paste. Okay, so this entire code as it is, you can copy paste. So entire, just create a class WebdriverUtils in the same package, then the entire thing you copy paste. Okay, so that's it. And so let's finish this few more methods tomorrow, and then we'll see by Tuesday we can finish the WebDriver, and November 1st onwards we'll see the framework concepts. Mostly another 2-3 classes we can finish. So this WebDriver. So hardly we have few programs, and then file uploading, downloading files. Then how to upload files with robot class, how to upload files with the so one more tool we are going to use, using that AutoIt tool, how to download, upload files with AutoIt also. We'll see that. So after that, it will be over. So okay. Okay. So see you tomorrow.